differently. So, obviously, there's been a few things going on. Alright, that need to be spoken about. One of those things is about Larry, the Batman fan. Because, although not many people like Larry, you know, there's a lot of people out there that, like myself, who really do despise the guy, and, you know, we all find that Larry can be very hypocritical. You know, he's played several games that are classed as R-rated, so he's been proven hypocritical on that. And I do feel like Larry is one of these types of people that doesn't understand that when you say something, you can't just go back on your word, because you go back on your word, it makes you look bad, and then all of a sudden you've got people going, oh yeah, you're a hypocrite and this and that and something else, yeah? Well, unfortunately, Larry has proven that. He has proven to be very, very hypocritical. And I do feel like there's an issue there, because also, people, I just wanted to show you my lunch. Obviously, I had to go and ask someone for food today because I don't have any money. And they gave me macaroni cheese in a pasta sauce bag and some almonds, which I've grated over the top. So yeah, thank goodness for one person that I'm able to eat today. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but you know what, it doesn't matter, you know. Look, Larry thinks that, you know, people in this world should do as he says. Well, unfortunately for Larry, that's not the case, because although I like to tell Larry straight about himself, he is one of these types of people that thinks, oh, well, I can do what I want. Well, no, you fucking can't. You can't do as you want, because, Larry, you don't know how to respect people. You know, Jackal Goldkick has cut ties with him. You know, there's been a few people. Joseph Van Camp cut ties with him. You know, there's a few people that really don't want to be involved with Larry. And the reason they don't want to be involved with Larry is because, you know, it has been proven to them multiple times that he pressures people into competitions. He rigs his competitions as well. I actually have proof on that. All right, because he was in contact with a friend of mine and he was rigging the competition so that they would win. You know, and I do feel like Larry is just a fool. And if people think that I'm going to stop trying to have a go at the guy, no, I won't. Because he doesn't deserve for people to stop having a go at him. He doesn't. Larry will always have people on his case. Because little does he realise, he's the one causing problems for himself. So, Larry, if you wish to continue down the path you're doing at the moment, then you're going to lose everyone. You know, I hope that one day, you know, he loses most of his followers on YouTube, and that he learns his lesson. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. You know, he's a drama queen, is Larry. Proper drama queen. Like, I don't get it. How can a man who says, oh, I don't watch R-rated movies, but yet play M-rated video games? Okay. Well, M-rated video games are basically R-rated movies. You know, he says he doesn't watch Goodfellas or The Godfather, yet he's played the Mafia games, so he's been proven to be hypocritical on that. He calls himself a Christian, yet he talks about people behind their back, he swears, he rants against people, you know, that, one, haven't done him any wrong. And then, to make matters even worse, yeah, he deletes people's comments like mine and other people, yeah, and trolls, right? Yet, he keeps Daniel Rolfe's comment, and Daniel Rolfe is a paedophile. So, looks like Larry's a pedo supporter. Now, it would not surprise me if Larry got exposed as a paedophile. It would not surprise me whatsoever. And I personally do feel like that probably could happen at some point. But honestly, he just needs to learn to grow up a bit. He really does. Because he's a fool to himself. And although he can be a moron and a mug, I mean, look, hello to you. Don't know what you've typed there. I really don't. So I do apologise, but I can't read that. But look, at the end of the day, yeah, all Larry needs to do is just shut his mouth. That's all he needs to do. That's all Larry needs to do is learn to shut up. You know, because not everyone agrees on the same things. Not everyone dislikes and likes the same things as him. And do you know what? He calls himself a Batman fan, yet I've not seen one Batman-related fucking content from him whatsoever. Not once have I seen a Batman-related content from Larry. So, there is a YouTube account going around, okay, called Larry the Batman Fan Haters Club. And although I know who this person is, I'm not going to reveal their identity yet, as they wish to stay anonymous. So, like and subscribe to Larry the Batman Fan Haters Club. You know, I think you'll find there's a lot of interesting stuff on there. You know, like, if Larry wants to play mind games with people, you know, we can play them back because we have a right to. Because Larry has a right to diss everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, Larry. No, you don't. You don't have a right to diss people. If you have a right to diss people, then we have a right to comment on your channel. And we have a right for those comments to stay up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could comment on some of my videos and I wouldn't give a shit. But I would say that I think he can be more of a childish beta male simp, sorry. American expressions and British expressions are totally different. Look, I'm not saying all this to be horrible to Larry, but I am saying it to make him learn his lesson. Because he thinks he's got the right to be how he's being with people. And no, he doesn't. I would say definitely not. You know, welcome to the 2 viewers that are here. Welcome. Look, some people need to realise, yeah, that Larry is always going to piss people off. He's always going to upset certain characters in this world. And if he continues to upset the people that he's upsetting at the moment, you know, I think Larry could have a very big problem on his hands. Like, I personally feel that Larry is pushing the boundaries. He is pushing people's boundaries, and he's making people feel like they have to have a go at him. You know, that's what he's doing. He is making people be like that with him. And he may not realise it, but we are here to help him realise it. Because the sooner he realises it, the better. Milk. Wonderful for your bones. Great for the mind too. Honestly, people, drink milk every day, and I think you'll find your health will go like that. Also, people, on Monday next week, I will be doing a cooking live stream, all right? And it will be an old-fashioned recipe that my granddad taught me, all right, for cheesy pasta, cauliflower cheese, and beef wrapped in pastry, all right? And that it will be disc-sized pieces of beef seared on both sides with a bit of chili flavouring, a little bit of mustard as binders, and then obviously we will be wrapping those in pastry and putting them in the oven for around about half an hour to 45 minutes on 210. And we hope that you'll all join us for that stream. We do. I really do not like the colour of my hair at the minute. Look, I'm not saying that, you know, any of us are perfect. I mean, Larry definitely isn't perfect because, like I've said, he's a fool to himself. Like, he's behaving like an idiot. And if that's the way he wants to be, let him. Let him be like that. But we're not going to leave him alone. We are not going to leave him alone. We are not going to back away from Larry because he doesn't deserve for us to back away from him. So, a message to Andy Kishore and all of Larry's followers. If you think we're going to back off from Larry, you've got another thing coming. We'll not leave this guy alone because he needs to learn. Just because he has an opinion doesn't mean he can go and voice all of it. Pardon me. Sometimes opinions are best kept to yourselves. And unfortunately, I believe that Larry is the biggest fool of them all. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off for now. I hope you have all enjoyed this live stream. And please, from Testing Differently and from the Larry Batman Fan Haters Club, good night.